Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Sonny orders Jason to eliminate Ava. Loyalty test to repair damaged bond. General Hospital. DHS spoilers reveal that part of Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, wants to trust Jason Morgan, Steve Burton again. But he's just not there yet. Some progress was made when Jason refused to turn on Sonny after the warehouse attack, but Sonny's still struggling to let him back in. There was a time when Sonny and Jason's friendship seemed unshakable, but things have really been thrown into turmoil now. Jason and Sonny may experience a little more tension during the week of July 8 to 12, since GH spoilers say Sonny will put him through a grilling session. However, there might come a point when Sonny's willing to get over Jason's FBI deal and faked demise. Sonny may determine that if Jason can pass a loyalty test, then that'll be enough to repair their damaged bond. That brings us to Sonny's growing feud with Ava Jerome, Maura West, and how he might take care of the problem. Sonny warned about his plan to destroy Ava's world and keep Avery Corinthos, Ava and Grace Scarola away, but he may take things a step further. Perhaps Sonny will want Ava gone permanently once he succeeds in making sure her life isn't worth living. If Sonny does decide Ava must face a grim fate, could he push Jason to be the one to take her out? It's easy to imagine Sonny turning something like this into a loyalty test for Jason. It'd be a risky job, so Sonny might contend that he'll trust Jason again and move beyond the past if he'll get rid of Ava for good. Of course, it's doubtful Jason would agree for multiple reasons. For starters, the FBI is watching Jason like a hawk, so it'd be a terrible idea for him to commit such a serious crime when they're all up in his business. Furthermore, Jason might make a prediction about all the suspicion that'd be thrown Sonny's way. Not to mention this would devastate Avery. Instead of going along with Sonny's wishes, Jason might try to talk Sonny out of this and argue that Avery could grow up to figure out the horrible truth, that her father had her mother eliminated. Nevertheless, Sonny might vow to get rid of Ava with or without Jason's help. That's especially true since Sonny isn't on the right prescription dosage and isn't thinking clearly. Sonny may go off the rails even more if Ava switches his bipolar meds for total placebos. That's the kind of thing that could truly send Sonny spinning out, so a move like that could backfire on Ava spectacularly. General Hospital spoilers say Jason may end up worried about Sonny's plans and the possibility of prison. So stick with us for updates on all the wild news ahead. CDL's where you want to be for sizzling General Hospital spoilers, predictions, news and updates, so make us your top PH source. In the dimly lit back room of Sonny Corinthos' office, the air was thick with tension. The shadows danced across the walls, mimicking the unspoken fears and secrets of the mob world. Sonny sat behind his mahogany desk, the weight of his empire resting heavily on his broad shoulders. He stared at the glass of bourbon in his hand, its amber contents reflecting the inner turmoil brewing within him. Jason Morgan, Sonny's trusted enforcer, stood stoically on the other side of the desk. His expression was unreadable, his piercing blue eyes locked onto Sonny, awaiting orders. The bond between them had been tested numerous times, but this time felt different. The stakes were higher, the consequences graver. Sonny took a deep breath, his voice low and gravelly as he finally spoke. "Jason, I need you to take care of something for me. It's not going to be easy, but it's necessary." He paused, letting the weight of his words sink in. "I need you to eliminate Ava." Jason's eyes narrowed, a flicker of surprise crossing his face. Ava Jerome was a complex figure in their world, entangled in both their personal and professional lives. Her actions had caused ripples of chaos, but she was also the mother of Sonny's daughter, Avery. This was no ordinary assignment. It was a test of loyalty, a bid to repair the damaged bond between them. "Sonny, are you sure about this?" Jason's voice was steady, but there was an undercurrent of concern. He knew the implications of such a move, the potential fallout it could bring. Sonny nodded, his gaze unwavering. "Ava's a threat to our operation, Jason. She's been playing both sides, and it's only a matter of time before she brings us down. This isn't just about business, it's personal. She betrayed us, and now she has to pay the price." Jason remained silent for a moment, weighing his options. He had always been Sonny's right hand, the one who carried out the darkest of tasks without question. But this time the lines were blurred. Ava's death would send shockwaves through their world, affecting everyone they cared about. "All right, Sonny," Jason finally said, his voice firm. "I'll take care of it. But we need to be smart about this. Ava's not going to go down without a fight." Sonny nodded in agreement. "I trust you, Jason. Just make sure it's clean and quick. We can't afford any loose ends." As Jason left the office, the gravity of the situation settled over him. He knew this mission was more than just an assignment. It was a test of his loyalty to Sonny, a chance to prove that their bond could withstand even the most impossible of challenges. The Ava Jerome sat in her penthouse, the luxurious surroundings doing little to ease the knot of anxiety in her stomach. She had always been a survivor, navigating the treacherous waters of the mob world with cunning and charm. But she knew that her luck was running out. The walls were closing in, and she could feel the danger lurking in the shadows. She poured herself a glass of red wine, trying to steady her nerves. The recent confrontations with Sonny and Jason had left her on edge. She had underestimated their resolve, and now she was paying the price. As she sipped her wine, the sound of her phone buzzing broke the silence. She glanced at the screen, her heart sinking when she saw the caller ID. It was Julian, her brother and occasional partner in crime. She answered the call, her voice tinged with frustration. "What is it, Julian? I'm not in the mood for games right now." Julian's voice was urgent, a rare hint of panic creeping in. "Ava, you need to get out of there. No, Sonny's put a hit on you. Jason's coming for you." Ava's blood ran cold, her mind racing. She had always known that her dealings with Sonny could lead to this, but she had hoped she could outmaneuver him. Now it seemed her time had run out. "How do you know this?" Ava demanded, her voice shaking. "I have sources, Ava. You know that. Just get out of there before it's too late." Ava hung up the phone, her mind spinning with possibilities. She had to act fast, but where could she go? Who could she trust? The world she had carefully constructed was unraveling, and she was running out of options. But Jason moved through the night like a shadow, his steps silent and deliberate. He had spent years honing his skills, becoming the perfect weapon for Sonny. But tonight, there was a heaviness to his mission. He couldn't shake the feeling that this was a turning point, a moment that would redefine everything he knew. He reached Ava's penthouse, the security system posing little challenge to his expertise. As he slipped inside, his senses were on high alert. The place was eerily quiet, the air thick with tension. He moved through the rooms with practiced ease, his eyes scanning for any sign of Ava. In the living room, he found her. Ava stood by the window, her back to him, the city lights casting a faint glow around her.